Hello everyone, welcome back to another Project Gladiator Weekly Overlook, and today I'll be covering the weather for the week of October 1st until October 7th, or October 8th actually. So currently, as for the pattern of the jet stream, let's take a look at the pattern of the jet stream first. You can see that we do have this trough that is situated across the western United States. This is expected to continue to sit across the western United States for the next couple of days and then progress eastward. This is going to be the primary focus as for severe weather development for today, and this trough is going to propagate eastward into the Central Plains and definitely lead to some severe thunderstorms across the Central Plains into the High Plains, possibly into the Midwest as well. But then you might notice that we have another trough that is going to take over, and the trough previously is going to merge with this trough. This trough is going to be the secondary focus for the second half of this week. This is going to bring very cold air and also rain showers to a very large portion of the eastern United States. This is a very large, a very broad, and a very strong trough, and this trough is going to dip mainly across the eastern United States, and this is going to bring very cold air. This is definitely going to cool down things significantly across the eastern United States. I will show you that on our temperature models and our climatology temperature outlook for the next couple of days. However, this trough is expected to bring below average temperatures for this time of year and more fall-like temperatures that we would typically expect this time of year across a very large portion of the eastern United States, as well as bring rain showers, as this is going to be a very powerful cold front. So we are definitely expected to see maybe some severe weather development, but mainly just rain showers along that cold front as it propagates eastward across the eastern United States. So not only can we see some severe thunderstorms back towards the Central Plains into the Midwest for the early half of this week, but then in the later half of this week into next week, we are expected to see much colder temperatures across the eastern United States and rain showers for a very large portion of the eastern United States. Taking a look at our dew points and our instability plume, focusing on the region where we are expected to see some severe thunderstorm development for the first half of this week. We still have our southerly pull out of the Gulf of Mexico, and we've had it for the majority of this week, so that's why we do have quite a bit of moisture across a very large portion of the eastern United States because of the southerly pull out of the Gulf of Mexico, and that is expected to remain across the Central Plains, and that is going to provide tons of moisture into the Central Plains, which will provide instability to support our severe thunderstorm development. And you can see it on, especially on what seems to be the third. We are expected to have a fairly strong dry line develop across the Central Plain. That is likely going to be because of influence from the trough out to the west as it continues to push eastward. So we are expected to see quite a bit of severe thunderstorm development across this region. And then as the trough makes its way south out of Canada, you can see that it is expected to bring much drier air to a very large portion of the eastern United States, pushing out a lot of that instability out into the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean, which is going to lead to overall not really a lot of instability in the United States anymore. But along this cold front and along our dry line, we could definitely see some severe thunderstorm development as it pushes its way eastward, as well as some rain showers with this. So we could again definitely see a line of rain showers that propagates for a very large across a very large portion of the eastern United States. Along this line, we are definitely expected to see a cold front that is going to bring rain showers towards a good majority of the eastern United States, if not the entirety of the eastern United States, because of that cold front. But then again, after this cold front does push everything out into the ocean, we are expected to see again a major decrease in our instability because all of our moisture is out here. So that should lead to overall a very low potential for severe thunderstorm development next week. Taking a look at our temperatures, focusing on the eastern United States where we are expected to see that cold front blast through, you can see that we are expected to have temperatures that are going to be dropping significantly. At night, we could see temperatures drop as low as the 40s and 30s across a very large portion of the eastern United States, even into the Midwest. However, if we take a look at the western United States, where we were expected to see below average temperatures this week, we are expected to see above average temperatures across the western United States. And I will show you that on our climatology outlooks. And we are expected to see a little bit of cooling actually across the western United States, as this cold front out of Canada is expected to be mainly targeting the eastern United States and is expected to leave the western United States mainly unaffected. And again, in fact, we are expected to see a little bit of warming across the western United States, with temperatures that could be getting as high as the 70s and 80s across the western United States, and even into the 90s across California again in October. So again, we are definitely expected to have some very cold temperatures across the eastern United States, and we are expected to see a little bit of warming across the western United States. Taking a look at our climatology outlooks, starting off with our temperature outlooks first, and then we'll take a look at our rainfall outlooks. You can see that compared to last week, where we had a very large portion of the United States, more so towards the east, expected to see above average temperatures, and then out in the west, expected to see below average temperatures. Those roles have kind of switched, where the western United States is expected to see above average temperatures, and then the eastern United States is expected to see below average temperatures. This is going to be because of the warming across the western United States and the cold front across the eastern United States, causing those roles in what we saw last week to basically switch sides. So again, we are expected to see below average temperatures across the eastern United States, and a little bit of warming and above average temperatures across the western United States. Taking a look at our rainfall outlooks, focusing on this huge area for below average chance of precipitation across a very large portion of the United States, extending from the Midwest Central Plains into the eastern United States. This is likely going to be because of the cold front that blasts through and pushes all that instability and heat out into the Atlantic Ocean and into the Gulf of Mexico. That is going to cause a drop in the chance of rainfall across the eastern United States and a very large portion of the Central Plains and Midwest, as well as all of our moisture is going to be out in the Atlantic Ocean. It isn't really going to provide any instability to support the threat of a rain shower development or thunderstorm development across the main central, Midwest, and eastern United States. However, we do have these few areas where we could see an above average chance for precipitation, like across the Pacific Northwest. You can see that we are expected to have a few waves of rainfall across the Pacific Northwest. We typically do see a lingering low pressure system that kind of just sits out in the northern Pacific, or what seems to be waves of low pressure systems that come out of Asia, that is going to lead to waves of rainfall across the Pacific Northwest, and mainly along the coast we could definitely see the threat of above average chance of precipitation. And then you can see across the southwestern United States we also have an area of above average precipitation chance, and then we also have this one area of above average precipitation chance in the New England region as well. However, again, for the vast majority of the United States in the Central Plains, Midwest, and Eastern United States, we could see overall a major below average chance for rainfall across the United States. Now that I've told you the weather, please go down to the description and check out the socials for Project Gladiator and join the Discord for any updates on Project Gladiator. If you live in any of the areas like I covered for today, please stay with the alert for the time being, and hopefully I will be able to see you guys tomorrow with another forecast.